Hey YouTube, it's Angela. It's been a while, I know. It's been a busy summer for me and fall, just in my day job. It's been kind of busy. But here I am. I pulled a chakra reset spread for myself earlier last week, I think it was, and I liked it a lot, so I thought I would share it here with you guys. So we're going through all the energy centers of the body, the chakras, and with each chakra area, each card that I pull will have a correlating I am statement that goes with it. Okay. So we're starting at the base, the root chakra, and that is depicted by the color red. That's your root, that's your foundational security. And the I am statement that goes with that is I am safe. And the card that I pulled for that is perfection. So this is asking us to look at where we are hard on ourselves, expecting a lot, and where that may spill over for us to be hard on others as well. And what we want to do is make a little shift there. Yeah, there are things that you want a certain way, right? But if we stick too much to that perfection and cling to it and need to have things only a certain way, or we're not going to be happy or be able to move forward, then I feel that that clinging to perfectionism tends to make us focus on the negative because we want to see what's wrong so we can move out of that stuck place, right? And we know that just keeps us more in negativity. That keeps us sort of digging a little trench deeper into negativity because we're looking for what's wrong, right? Instead of seeing what's possible, seeing what could go well, seeing what's right in front of us that is good, that where there is goodness. So the question there is, where can I shift into a more positive way to see this? And also, it reminds me of a phrase that I was told long ago that I didn't understand at the time. It was actually by my therapist when I was in my 20s still. And she said, perfection everywhere, always. And at the time, I was like, no, there isn't. It's not perfect. The things that are perfect need to be fixed and changed, right? But what she was trying to say is even in the difficulties, even in the challenges and the contrast we experience, that in itself is divine perfection because that is bringing to us a lesson or an opportunity for growth and change. So, this idea of perfection is really obviously just a concept, but it's also a way that we trick ourselves into staying stuck because until this one thing changes, nothing's going to be perfect, right? So trusting that even that one thing that is feeling negative or bringing us down or weighing us down or blocking our progress, even in itself, that is divine perfection because it offers us an opportunity to move around it, to shift from it, to grow. So I am safe when I consider all the ways that I can approach obstacles and imperfections with love and with that mindful energy that helps us soothe it and move forward. Then I got to the second chakra, and that is depicted by the color orange, and that is at your belly button level, and that represents your connections, your emotional self, your creativity, and that is the I am phrase that goes with that is I am creative. So this is how we start to connect, connect to our own emotions, connect to others, find creative ways to continue to move and align ourselves forward, up and forward into our lives. And the card I got with that was perseverance. And so this is calling us to know that what we're working toward will materialize. It's not wishing and hoping and sitting back in that perfectionism and, oh, this is what I wish for, but it's not ready yet. It's not perfect, whatever. You may not see the materialization of your ambitions, but it's there. It lies ahead, right? It just needs to be uncovered, and you just need to keep going, right? Um, you know, and can I ignore some of these feelings that have me slipping back into, that block me from, they sidetrack me and they delay my progress because I'm worried about lining it up perfectly just so in order to make that movement forward. But we're being called to keep going, right? Keep going. It's also kind of the idea of don't quit before the miracle, right? Don't quit before the miracle, which brings me to our third chakra. And I pulled miracle, which I love. I love the alignment there. But the third chakra is um, your your sort of solar plexus area. That is your seat of self-empowerment. And of course, that phrase is I am powerful. And the miracle card is just reminding us that even as we're stumbling along and trying to get past the concept of, perfection only and trying to move forward and persevere from things that aren't so perfect, but keep moving forward towards our ambitions. That third chakra energy of miracle is asking us to be the light, be in your own light, and provide light for others so that you can light the way. If you are working on your alignments and finding a way to ascend, past a certain spot, making sure you're aligned with your light is one of the keys to allowing miracles to flow. And then we move on to the heart chakra space, and that is I am love, obviously, the heart chakra, depicted by the color green. And the card I pulled is grief. And this is, grief is in the descriptive little booklet that comes with this deck. There's a beautiful phrase that says, grief is love without a place to go. And it's held sometimes. And sometimes we hold on to it so tightly that we're not allowing for that movement, that sort of moving toward the miracle energy. It's sort of, we block ourselves by hanging on to what could have been, or souls that we've lost, or ideas that went by the wayside, or any kind of loss, or not quite reaching, manifesting the goal that we wanted. And just remembering that honoring our pain changes our life. Honoring our pain eases that energy from the heart center and allows us to move forward. Expressing it too is really important. Just acknowledging it within you, and then somehow being able to express it, or in different ways. Maybe you're an artist that needs to share your grief and your deeper emotions in your art. Or if you have close loved ones that you want to, share about your experiences with them, this is how you get it moving. This is how you get it to unburden itself from your own heart. What you reveal has a chance to heal. Okay. That is the I am love center. Then we move to the fifth chakra, the throat chakra. And that is I am truth. And that's a blue energy. And I got bittersweet to go with that. This is sort of that, if you think of the imagery of, it's sort of kind of saying the passing of all things is inevitable. And having it come right after the grief card makes a lot of sense here. Being able to close one door and let the window open, right? Being able to release what is happening or what you might be clinging to so that you can get past it and move forward. This could also mean unexpected news, but it is, if you think of the imagery of stepping into, like from your grief, stepping into a dark hallway and feeling, totally off your senses. You can't see, you don't know what way's up, what way's forward. You're kind of floating, alone in this darkness. But the The key here is to continue to look for the light because it's there. It's right there on the other side of that next door, right? So sometimes we get ourselves stuck in that darkness and not able to move past it. But we, with this inner light that we all carry, we know after time and time again through our lives that things go in cycles and that the next page will turn, right? If we just keep going. And really, it brings us back to that perseverance card. This is a really important key to this spread and being able to move and realign and get back on to our own track. And then the sixth chakra is I am knowing. That's your intuitive center. And we got balance here. So this is reminding us of our equanimity and being able to hold our own integrity, hold our own dignity, even in whirlwinds of change, right? It's not always easy. We slip from one to the other. But in our intuitive center, we know that if we continue to honor ourself, our true path, and our heartfelt values and the values of the source of us, which is love, if we continue to hold that, then we can maintain balance amidst any chaos or any disruption that's happening. In the sense of grief, maybe there's some loss going on and a wistfulness, wishing for the way it was, right? But we're also being told from a lower energy, move forward, keep going, right? We'll get past this. And that balance card comes in handy because in our inner eye, our third eye, our inner self, we know over and over that all of this stuff is temporary and we're just turning the page to a new level of understanding and a new brighter light to guide us. So maintaining that balance by honoring our own selves and holding our integrity and being able to see the big picture as we move forward. And then our crown chakra, the seventh chakra, is our connection to source. And that is I am divine. That's our connection to divinity. And I got creation. This is the crown chakra is an energy sort of light and neutrality, allowing ourselves to connect to the unseen and the collective forces that are always out there moving in harmony for us. And it's our opportunity to channel some of that energy through. And I got creation to go with that. And I love that because it's, asking us to open up to magic, to claim our gifts and use our creativity to align and express ourselves into that next thing that we want to accomplish. It means, lasting transformation too. We can begin to, through the divinity of who we are, each and every one of us, we can continue to create our own path, the path of our own life. And every choice we make is for us and attributes to our own transformation. And then in turn, it's the transformation of the collective and of all of the divine. This also represents the divine feminine, which we know we are more in that energy now than ever. And yeah, we have a few things going on in the world that slips us back into some questionable, more, less connective energies that keep us sort of separate from one another. But we know, as light workers, we know that process, that transformation, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen even in a year. It's over time, it's a step-by-step process that incrementally moves us toward that next level. And that's what I got. So I loved this because it helped me to realign my own energy in the recent days. And I hope it does the same for you. Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.